Twin Tail fan book is shipped.
Is it?
Yeah, it shipped. Well, it left Japan this morning.
Oh, I thought you said it. I actually thought you said it's shit.
Wow, never.
No, I said that's why I was like, really?
I was just like, I'm not sure
Twin
why you're
Tail's
surprised.
fan book is shit, and I'm like, what?
I mean, I don't know because I don't have it. It
that
could
thing
be
is
the worst
really
thing.
nice.
It could literally just be like, here's a pony. It has two tails. We'll look at its ass. I would be like, you. It's a pony, so it's like two ponytails, not twin tails. You motherfuckers. You played me. You played me like a violin, and I cried just like that one song from Angel Beats that might or might not include a violin, but more so a piano probably. So, shush. This is a disclaimer! Yes it is. Now, if you don't know what disclaimers usually contain, they contain warnings about things like swearing and spoilers. This contains both such things, and that's it. You've been warned. Please don't complain, or complain. We don't care. Probably.
I care. Dave
cares. Dave is a carer at the old folks' home. He cares for the elderly because he is such a kind-hearted young man. Who isn't that young, but he still classifies as young because he is not yet in his 40s. And hello, and welcome to the Senpai PP Pornolitical Podcast. For those of you who don't know, that's the name of some bullshit chat, and that's why I just mentioned it. It also has hidden meanings, which we won't talk much about ever, because it's a secret society. But
it's
joining
like
me
the
today
Illuminati.
Is Dave.
I am the Illuminati. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 13. I want to say 12, but it's 13.
The Unlucky Podcast. This is going to go well.
Yeah, this is going to end badly.
Yes.
Welcome to the Unlucky Podcast number 13. It's been a week late, but work commitments have slowed things down a wee bit for myself.
Yep.
Jordan also was playing Minecraft around the time. So
that was last week. Not the
Exactly.
week just gone, but the week before I played a lot, and I was really upset with myself for not doing anything. And I'm Jordan. I decided to swap up the way we did introductions. Not sure if you noticed. But I'm Jordan, owner of Senpai.co.uk, and other such things. And today, I don't know where we usually go from here, because usually I'm the one interrupting yours to get into stuff.
This is true.
You need to interrupt me
Jordan,
to tell me to
Dave
do weekly updates.
Is amazing.
No, you need to tell me to do weekly updates, because that's what I usually tell you to do.
Okay, so Jordan, don't do weekly updates.
Okay, Dave, take it away.
What, like my pants?
The weekly... that too, if you wish.
If
we want to get into weekly
though,
updates and are on about taking off clothing, I was playing Akiba's Trip. Or Akiba's Trip.
Wow.
But it's Akiba's Trip.
Talk about...
Segue.
Like, you have the concentration of a 5-week-old
I
kid.
call it a great segue, Dave, into an actual thing that we're supposed to be talking
I refer
about.
to as a segue is an electronically battery-operated thing with 2 wheels that gets me from places, and I can be lazy on it.
What's the difference?
Cake. That's the difference. But moving on, weekly updates for myself are pretty slim. Ordered some more stuff on Army as per normal. Pre-ordered my Nyan Type, and this year's Nyan Types collection one has come out as well. So ideal. Got both of those. Currently have 4 orders on pre-order. One's been shipped. It's a small order, about 4,000 yen's worth. It's got a Cood sticker. It has do you know what? My Julia, I don't care. Julia sleeves from Absolute Duo because... Well,
did you only get those ones?
Who wouldn't? Yeah, I don't really like any of the other guys.
You see,
Sorry, I'll rephrase that. I like the other guys, I just...
Other guys, specifically, he just wants to clarify all the males. Especially the one that only flexes.
All them males.
He is the best guy, no matter what you say.
Damn straight.
He just flexes.
It's her name's spelled Julie, but it's actually Julia.
Julia.
That's how they say it either way.
They say it Julia.
I think it's because of the E. They get confused. I have my all-purpose rubber Angel Beats first beat playmat coming as well, so that's 2 playmats I'll have for White Schwartz. Not that I ever play it with Jordan, because I forgot my cards last time.
Yep.
So, we're both amazing.
Well, I remember.
Moving on from
You
that,
have to use
though,
my
that's
cards.
probably going to be about it. We're going to be covering lots of shit this afternoon, today, this morning, this evening, and the clocks go forward again. So, yeah. Time is against us, literally.
No, not really, but hey ho. It's not that against us.
I know.
Let's be
And,
honest.
Jordan, weekly update, go.
So you didn't watch any anime?
Thank you, that's all for everybody.
No. You piece of shit.
See, that was the moment where you should have just stopped.
Look, man, I'm slow. You see,
Is this
that
like role
is
reversal
what made
this
it.
week?
No,
What's
but
happened?
basically, actually, again, to weekly updates. Hello. So in terms of orders from Ami, because fuck you, I have my Miki and Hibiki deck holders. I can never have too many deck holders because I have all these sleeves, including Yulie and Lilith. Lilith? I don't know why I said Lilith, to be perfectly honest with you. Lilith Bristol, which
that always
is
makes
hilarious.
me chuckle because
Bristol?
because she's the English
Yeah.
student and they named her after Bristol.
No, it's because she is clearly a very prestigious young lady who comes from Bristol.
From Bristol.
And
But to anybody
and actually
that has
owns
been
Bristol.
to Bristol,
So
to anybody that's been to Bristol, or sorry, not been to Bristol, Bristol is
in
like
Bristol.
slightly worse. Slightly shy of being as bad as London in some parts. Is that why the outcome people are going there as well? Yeah,
Because we're like, well, we have London, so let's go to the slightly not as bad as London place.
well, the thing is the last meet-up was in Exeter, which is fine. That was for pre-Olcon.
No, I mean, isn't it like an actual full-on convention or anything or something? Like,
Oh
not a
yeah,
meetup.
they're looking at something a little bit closer around the southwest because
I thought it
Leicester's
was
quite
Bristol.
far up.
Why not near the east, like near where I am? Because it's still a
Leicester
2-hour
is
trip.
near where you are.
Leicester's 2 hours away, man.
Yeah, Leicester's 2 hours from you and like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours from me.
Yeah, but what's like the nearest one that they have to you? It's like London, right?
Yeah, which is 4 hours.
Yeah, I guess.
So,
Bristol's 2.
You're super far in. Well, there you go then. That's probably why they're going to Bristol. And then
Yeah.
everything is apparently even, but hey.
Oh no, I don't care. I'm
Yeah, me
I
either.
can handle myself.
I mean, I get there either way, so.
Yeah.
Twin Tail, fan book. No
shit,
need to say
apparently.
anything. I said shipped, but Dave misheard as shit. So, I
Yeah.
mean, who knows, really? It could just be a picture of a pony's ass that's just mutated to have 2 tails.
I hope it's just a photograph of a llama.
Me too, but honestly, if it did, then GG, well played, all that nonsense. Tales of Zestria, Alicia figure. It's an altar figure, so hurrah. And Charlotte Dunois swimsuit, which, honestly, there's like one figure that I'm really tempted to ask if I can swap out, because Charlotte is also still available for pre-order, even though it's like, oh hey, like almost out, and the other one is like actually in stock. Which to me is like, oh, this figure isn't... Because I think that they should allow you to, if it's like they still already have stock, so it's not like, oh, you know... If it's not like really limited sort of shit, it's like, you're cancelling this thing that's like really limited, you piece of shit.
Would you be mad if I already had it on pre-order?
What?
The Charlotte figure.
It depends. Would you be willing to pay me to get the other figure in its place?
Why would I do that?
Because you would be being a scumbag who broke the code.
Again.
And there must be a penalty for breaking the code.
It's like the bro code, except for it's more along the lines of like the lolly code.
Weeb code.
Weeb code.
Weeb code.
I'm actually. Do you know what? On Weeb culture. On Weeb culture, I'm gonna make we are gonna create the Weeb code, the code of weebiness.
Sure.
The Weeb bro code.
You don't
I think
need
it'll
the bro.
be quite extensive.
You see, if you add the bro, then you're discriminating against women as well, and women can be weebs. So, other than that, I played Akiba Strip because
but girls can also be brothers.
No, I refuse to accept that.
Because no, and that was it.
Yeah, but yeah, Akiba Strip's actually really fun, and you get to strip people. Boom. You fight them and then remove their clothing, and then they melt because sunlight.
That explains why you tried to pick a fight with James at Olcon, because you wanted to fight him and then take his clothes off.
Just so he could like melt in the sunlight. I just wanted to sort of disintegrate and start melting. Wow. And James like, no, I'm melting. Because that's how James actually sounds, contrary to popular belief. Actually sounds like someone who's melting all the time. That all aside, though, Saikino Shirobako, I'm literally, I don't know why I didn't finish it, because I'm literally one episode off Nozaki-kun, and I started watching Shirobako after. Don't know why I did that, but hey. And I can't remember, apart from finishing Absolute Duo. I'm sure I still haven't finished Saikino because of the fact that it wasn't like finished airing apparently until like 2 days ago.
I haven't finished watching Absolute Duo because I have actually had literally no fucking time. I've been working quite late each day, so I've been shattered.
Yep.
Wow,
interrupting my weekly update because you're dumb and you forgot. Thing. Wow.
And it's relevant as well because Absolute Duo. Yeah.
There are shows that have simuldubs though, such as World Break and Junketsu no Maria, or Maria the Virgin Witch, Kek, which I'm following because why not really? Still need to catch up on D and Testament.
It's actually pretty good.
What, Testament or D?
Both.
Okay. D Testament.
2D.
D Testo. D Testo. Testing the D. Test for D. Other than that, and like arguing in the Twin Tower group and like trying to get on with work stuff, because my work is significantly different, and I don't have to, so it's a lot harder in that sense. Because it's then down to finding your own motivation rather than I have to get out of bed and go to work. Otherwise, I lose my job.
Yeah. What job?
No, I was talking about that in context and relevance to you, perhaps.
Well,
if you decided, like
in real life,
as in if you decided, jobs. Like, can't be fucked, and just like didn't go to work, you probably get fired, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like with something like what I'm doing, it's like, I'm too lazy. You can't really fire. You could fire yourself if you wanted, but it's at the same time a case of like you have to find your own motivation because you can't really, unless you just say I quit.
I think that's called self-retirement.
I guess I'd do that. I'd be like, you know what? I'm done. Self-retirement. Quit. I quit my...
Wow.
Just quit,
you
and then the business just collapsed.
In the first place, though, to get a state pension.
I mean... Well, can I give myself a pension?
Well, you can.
I was going to say...
a private pension, though.
Does that...
It requires
Question.
Money.
Very irrelevant, but what exactly is a pension? Define what a pension is for me, because I don't know. Plus the fact that we're pretty much done and literally 10 minutes in, I think we can actually, like... stand to do this.
Yeah, okay. So basically, this is really silly trying to explain it to somebody because everybody knows what a pension is.
Well, however, I mean, I'm assuming I know, but at the same time, I want to just be sure.
Okay, so clarification being, there's a new system in place anyway, so I won't really go into what it used to be because that's irrelevant now.
Yeah.
Basically, when you work, the company will take 1%, I think it's a minimum of 1% of your wages each month. And they will store it in a pot, and they will pay 2% on top of that out of their own money into your pot. So then, basically, what happens is you can increase how much you pay in, and then the more you pay, the more the company generally pays. It's not always the case, but it can change. And then when you retire, that pot, obviously, you then get that pot, and you can take a lump sum, and then they'll pay you however much your pot's worth. Like over a certain percentage or something, like for every year you're retired.
Right. Okay.
But so basically, if your total pot's pretty small when you retire, and you can take like say $5,000 out cash lump sum, you might only get like £80 a month off of them, which obviously isn't enough to live on. State pension, however, when you work, you pay national insurance. National insurance is your state pension. That you get when you retire regardless. and I think the maximum amount they'll pay you out of that's about £400 a month. So really, to be on a kind of steady wage when you retire, equal to that of a normal person, you probably want to be looking at least between £600 and £700 a month out of your standard pension pot.
Right.
Otherwise, when you retire, you will get no money and die.
Yeah. Because it's like, that leads me to my other point of, is there really a need if you're like self-employed? Because it's essentially sounding like, hey, here's your savings that you accumulated over your life for when you're old and can't move because you're a piece of shit.
There is.
Just kidding. You're not a piece of shit if you're old.
Your pension isn't taxable while you're saving for it.
Right. Fair enough.
Whereas if you just put your savings in, your interest on your savings are taxed. And
does that go the same for like self-employment then?
I think so. I think it's a slightly more complicated process. I
was going to say, because it's like, hey, the company pays an extra 2%. I'm going to pay an extra 2% of what I get. So
yeah. Well, in theory, you could, because your company will have a capital, capital money.
Yeah,
so you could pay. You pay your own wage, so you pay yourself £2,000 a month, and then your company, as a company, makes £10,000 a month. Then you can effectively still take that out, but it won't be classed as income towards yourself, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So, because you're not making any money, your company is making the money.
Yeah.
What you do is making it. So, I'm not sure how it works. I'm not going to get into a debate about it because it's a bit confusing, and I don't care. I'm going to live until I'm about 40 and then die.
Rip.
So I'm quite happy with that. Yes, that's exactly what's
one thing that I would like to say though, just because you said that, the fucking dialogue options in the Kiba strip are just great. I mainly bring that up now because one of them was all like, live fast, undie young, because you died and you're sort of like back as some weird thing. And I was like, lol, this is funny. But that wasn't the best one because I just like how it's all got the sort of internet culture, probably because it's an Akiba. But it was all like, once you've beaten the, I think, sub-main villain, it's all like, no, but my ideals, it was going to be a perfect world, and then one of your dialogue options is just, your ideals are bad and you should feel bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is what I would say. It isn't, because I'm not cunning enough to come up with that, but it's essentially if Kibo had a light novel, that's pretty much what it would be.
Wow.
Just like the dumbest fucking everything.
Basically, if you had a light novel, then.
I would love to just have a light novel. But, yeah. So, weekly deal, I guess we should move. Nope, featured anime. We should probably do that first, before we jump ahead of ourselves. Are you going to go first, or should I? Considering I've ordered to go first the last, 3 times, because I didn't want you stealing any of the shows that I mentioned.
Yeah, true. I think... I haven't done World Break yet, have I? I haven't done World Break yet, have I?
No idea, but have you finished watching it yet?
No, I haven't finished watching it.
I don't want you to do that until, you've finished, sort of thing.
I can't finish watching it, it's still current.
Exactly, then don't, because we pretty much said, if it's still airing, don't. Also, after you did Absolute Joe, I was like, look, I'll let you off this time, but I'm sure you have a backlog of shows you would like to sort of say, because I'm pretty sure that 13 episodes is not enough to get, all of the shows you really, really like out, or even shows you like that are finished, so stop being so lazy.
Oh, but I like being lazy.
No.
It's
do you want me to go first so you can have some time?
No.
I'm just talking
first.
to you like you're a baby.
I want to go.
Then go, but make sure it's not something currently airing.
Okay, so I've probably brought this one up before. However, this one has finished airing. So I'm pretty sure I've spoke about it. However, I have not included it in a weekly anime.
Have you finished watching it?
Nelly.
Don't. Leave it for next week. I want it to be something you've both finished. You can actually give a 100% honest and true verdict of if it's worth being featured. And obviously it can't still be airing, otherwise you can't do that.
This is true. I suppose I can't really get away with like.
Because for all we know, the ending could literally be worse than Hitler. Even if it's unlikely, it's probably near impossible. But it could happen.
Yeah, this is true. Okay, I'm going to do Parasite the Maxim because that has finished, and I have finished watching it.
Well, there we go. I was about to be like, have you finished watching it though? But yes, if you have finished watching it, then it's fair, and I will allow it because. Obviously, it's fair if you actually can give a verdict of it in the sense of it's complete. And then you're like, no, I lied, I actually haven't finished it.
So, okay, it's... I'm going to... Kasiju Sei no Kakuritsu.
Sure.
I think that's the correct pronunciation. Either way, the common term for us English weebs is Parasite the Maxim. This is a show that I've brought up before. It's one that I've pretty much kept up with fairly... Like, if I went on to Crunchyroll, that was, like, the first thing I checked. Maria had started watching it as well and kept telling me, and I was like, I know, I'm, like, 5 episodes
you know what I just realised? That we could, like, joke. I could be all like... You know that one anime with that one person called Maria?
Which one?
Jinketsu no Maria.
Oh yeah, true.
Is she secretly a witch?
Yes.
Is she blonde though?
No.
Damn it.
I can have her go blonde.
I thought her hair was like really dark. That'd be annoying to go blonde. Like my hair's dark.
She
and I would
she
hate
went
to
blonde
go
last time and it went kind of red, but she looks nice with red hair. So or like a red tinge. So it's quite cool. But anyway, so Parasite the Maxim. It starts off with these bug alien things. Like they kind of resemble like spores coming down from the sky.
You resemble spores.
You resemble whores.
Sweet. You know what you need, Dave?
What?
A good old cock up the ass.
No, but thanks for the offer. I think.
You say that all the time. I had to get it out someday.
What, your cock out my ass?
No, you need a cock up the ass. If you really want to, Dave, then I can put it into a mold and have it cast for you.
No.
If you want it that badly, Dave. I mean, I know you're really into D, but
look, it's cool because lollies and yeah. So anyway, this one, just before I carry on with it, is done by Madhouse Studios. You have. Sorry, you've put me off now. You have
I just
Shinichi.
want to say you're done by Madhouse Studios.
Yeah, that's it.
Classy.
Just stop there. So basically you have Shinichi. He's the main protagonist of the show. He gets one of the parasites inside him, but it doesn't manage to take over the brain. I wanted you to
stop it inside him. He gets one of the parasites inside him.
The end. So, he gets one of the parasites inside him. He can't take over the brain, so he just takes over his hand. What stems from that's quite a weird sort of not equal relation. I'm going to ignore Jordan for the remainder of this. What stems from that is a kind of like throughout the whole series is quite like a weird sort of survival relationship. Like Shinichi accepts that he's like Migi is his name is there, but won't agree with a lot of the shit that Migi kind of sprouts because Migi doesn't have any emotions to start with. He is like
he doesn't cry every time.
The solution is kill it. That dog's got an alien in it. Oh, but it's cute. Kill it. And this kind of goes on for a while. They end up like fighting other parasites to survive. Kind of like the parasites are still trying to find their way, as it were. The story develops a lot further down. I'm going to skip a lot of the middle ground because it holds quite substantial plot pieces. I don't particularly want to ruin for everybody because it's one of those shows that I've watched and it's the one you go up to every time the new episode's out, like literally that day. You know, not one you're like, I want to watch that on the weekend. You know, you're like, I want to see what happened next because they fucking that's the one thing that annoyed me about the show. They cliffhanged you every fucking episode. It was like seriously. At one point, Shinichi gets killed, just to throw that out there, by his mum. That's the only spoiler I'm going to throw in there, like major spoiler. And when you watch it, you'll understand, because why does he get killed by his mum? How does he get killed by his mum? How's he even at the end of the show if he's dead? You'll find out if you go watch it. So there you go.
Let me guess, he came back to life somehow. What?
Wow, Jordan, your internet is so bad you sound like Stephen Hawking at the moment. So please refrain from speaking.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have the IQ of Stephen Hawking. So Shinichi goes through this kind of like relationship building. Like everything that he encounters and Migi encounter kind of creates like a really strong bond between them. And I'm finding it really hard to try and... Basically, there's a really kind of like sad part at the end where Migi makes a certain sacrifice to aid Shinichi, and then Shinichi just loses his shit. And some stuff happens. I'm not going to ruin any of it. Or any more of it, sorry. But I would really suggest go and watch it. It's kind of like a really gory horror. I'm hoping they do an uncensored version, because that'd actually be quite nice. Similar to what they did with Terraformers. But yeah, so go.
Wasn't
go
Terraformers censored really badly though?
No, yes and no. It was censored enough to be viable.
No, I mean like the way it was censored.
No, it wasn't. It was censored fairly good.
Was it just bars?
No.
Was it circles?
It was like a blur.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, go and watch it if you like horror, drama. That's about it. It's a horror drama, and it's I'd pin it under fantasy as well, because obviously aliens.
I would personally pin that under sci-fi more than fantasy, because aliens.
Yeah, I suppose.
Supernatural
Supernatural as well.
Yeah.
Some bits of it are quite funny, but like in a serious tone. And I think there's a lot of subplots in it as well. Like there's a lot of background noise and background characters that have significant. I'm trying to think of the word. They have significant part to play in the whole series overall, even if it doesn't seem that way originally. Like everybody that you meet in the show affects the show in some way, because how it causes Shinichi to develop as a person. And it's one of those ones where you can see the development. I mean, it's really nice to see how he starts to what he ends up. And because the changes are so profound but gradual, it's quite a... It's a lot better than that one show where all he has to do is go, I remember, and then he's a badass. We won't talk about that show.
Yeah, I remember the show.
I think. Do you know what? I wish I could just walk into a bank and go, I remember,
and then put your PIN number in.
Oh my days! That's brilliant. I wish I could have somebody film me do that. Just walk up dressed as him and go, I remember.
No, what I want you to do is, if we do that, it will be at LAGC, mainly because there is an ATM like really nearby.
Yeah, and then just walk
cosplaying as him and just go up to it.
Pull my card out my wallet.
No, you'll be
come forth, Lloyd's TSB.
No, you'll be like in the line with me, just like, oh shit, I really can't. Oh god, my PIN number. I'm like, Dave, it's okay, and then just like try and invoke memories.
You have to call me Oni-chan.
No, and then invoke the memories of last year and be like, Dave, remember when you forgot your cards? And then you'll be like, I remember! And then you put it in, put your PIN number in.
And then I'll sit there talking for like 10 minutes while I write something on a wall with a pen.
You'll just
I'll turn to you and I'll be like,
you'll break out a chalk and just start writing on the fucking brick wall. Just some nonsense. I'm like, Dave, calm down.
Yeah.
Just accidentally recite your PIN number over and over again. And then you get mugged.
Yep. Because London.
Yep.
It's brilliant. Brilliant.
In before Dave gets mugged.
In the news, man writes pin number 1,000 times on wall while dressed as character
some
from an anime
fucking
show.
bullshit anime faggot. Essentially what they would say. But
yeah.
hey. Yeah.
That'd be quite funny.
Be...
What were you... Oh yeah, featured anime. Your turn.
Yay, my turn. I'm gonna go Gujb or GJ Boo. Simply because it's a fun show and I was looking at the mug that I have for it earlier. It's a fun show and it's slice of life comedy. And there's a lolly and there's a big cat girl. And she has cat friends, and she's best girl. Her name's Kirara, and that's a great name, because it's like kill.
Right. And so that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you see, keeping it nice and short. Watch it if you like slice of life shows.
Is that genuinely it, or are you just being a fucking spammer?
No, that's it. Keeping it short, man, remember? I mean, we're pretty much at 30 minutes now, so it's, going on too long would mean we're going a bit over what I had planned. But, doing it this way, apart from the fact that we have to do the weekly deal, pretty much done. So yeah, weekly deal.
Weekly deal.
Weekly deal.
Weekly. You mean deal of the week, or are you on about Anime Online weekly deal?
All of the above.
Okay.
Because they're both the same.
Yeah. Anime Online weekly deal this week. Sorry we missed last week's. It wasn't amazing anyway.
It wasn't amazing. I thought you loved Love Hina.
I do. But
don't worry, guys. Love Hina's actually not amazing in any way. Don't even bother.
Yeah. So this week's one is Burst Angel. It's the complete collection, and apparently it includes Infinity. Infinity being infinite. So if you open it, Infinity will get you. I've never seen it. It's got tits.
The case is very alluring, but don't let it misguide you. As it misguided me, because I own it already. It wasn't a bad show by any means. It was okay. It wasn't bad though. It wasn't anything to write home about, to be honest. But that was also probably because I sort of put it on hold for a while, halfway through, and really didn't remember it too much. Apart from one part where there was some cyborg dude who thought he was a real man. And completely, more or less entirely unrelated to the actual story. I might even be getting the wrong show, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. But basically, he's all there's a guy in it, and it was his friend or something, but he's secretly a cyborg, and his skin just sort of mostly tears off, and then all of his muscles contain guns.
Shall I,
and then he just sort of flexes and fires off guns. It's not supposed to be a comedic show, but he just sort of flexes and just fires guns in every direction. I'm that is what I want when cybernetics are at that point. I want to just flex bullets out. It's
flex. Yeah, I flex metal out my arms. Boom.
Yeah.
So, this is what New Type USA has to say about it. This series is the quintessential feel-good shoot-'em-up action anime. Hyper reckons fantastic character design and amazing 2D, 3D animation that has become synonymous with Gonzo. So, needless to say, it's done by Gonzo. Was originally released in 2010. I would hope so, otherwise they fucked up and put the wrong quote.
Otherwise they're filthy liars!
This is very true. The total runtime 650 minutes, so there's a good fucking
26 episodes. I'm pretty sure it was. 25
24.
minutes in episodes.
24. 24 episodes.
4 minutes every 4 episodes every 100 minutes.
It's pretty good. Still, there's a good 10 hours worth of watching there.
Well,
10
almost
hours plus
11.
actually, but it's nearly 11 hours. So anyway, who wants to read?
I will go second, because then you get to go third as well.
Okay. A new law's been passed in Tokyo. Ordinary folks are now allowed to freely carry firearms. Shoot, they're even legally allowed to use them. You might think that crime would increase, and you'd be right. The arrest rate's gone down. Because after all, the only prisoner dead man needs is a hole in the ground. All thanks to Wrapped. The recent...
Wow!
Damn. Do you know what? I do that sometimes.
You see, I was...
Continue. Go.
Part of me was really wanting to do the first paragraph because it was like, oh, shoot! Just do a really sort of, like, cowboy accent. The reason armed police in Tokyo is stealing away jurisdiction from the local authorities quicker than the bullets leaves the barrel.
Oh, my days.
What that means is the folks getting desperate. And desperate people with itchy fingers means more bodies on the street. Blah, blah, motherfucker.
Kill you. That actually makes me want to shoot you. I hope
Sweet.
it does kill you. Now, I'm not sure if
Immersion.
she came up from above or somewhere way down below, but an angel's just come to Earth. She's an enigma, but with her partners Sai, Amy, and Meg, why have one stupid name and then two normal? She's the best chance the town's got.
So
her
fucking
name's Joe,
racist.
and there's a new sheriff in town.
So racist.
I like the fact that like some of the sentencing doesn't actually make any sense.
So
at
racist. It's like fucking Sai. What the fuck sort of name? Sai. What the fuck sort of name is that? Amy and Meg are perfectly normal, especially in an anime. I don't know if it's.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
Sai.
they're the most like
Sai.
standoffish. Just like I was wondering why they were called Amy and Joe, and then they were Say, who is Chinese. Just as clarification, I'm pretty sure she was. Meg's the one with the cowboy hat on the cover, by the way, and Joe's the fucking silver-haired one with the gun. And the scarf. The super sick looking scarf. Cover's misleading, though.
Yeah.
So rip. Anyway, that's that done. Let's get on to the main topic of the ever.
The main topic is the spring 2015 anime release.
I'll just sort of sit here while Dave talks all about it, because that's pretty much what happens every time.
What, when we do the release thing?
Yeah, I just kind of chirp in every now and then while you read out like the entirety of the description.
It's the only time I get to shine, man.
I know, it's your only time.
Wow. Stephen Hawkins is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Sweet.
Jordan needs to get something called fiber optic.
Why don't you go and tell BT to get on that then?
Because they probably have and you haven't checked.
No, they actually haven't. Because we're set, so as soon as it's available, we're like first on the list. Which is why we pay extra, and if it doesn't happen, then fuck you, BT.
Yep.
I'm gonna be straight like that.
So, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of pick a few shows at random.
No.
I will pick ones like
You have
that.
to do all of them.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them. You don't have to go
Every
into
single
any
one.
depth of all of them, but...
This
we
is true.
we put aside essentially an hour and a half. Pretty sure we can get through all of them, at least, like, just reading the description. It shouldn't take that long.
Oh, I can. Okay, so most of these episodes release in the next literal 7 to 8 days. Anywhere between there. Some are a little bit sooner, but yeah, so that's that. The spring releases for this year, starting off, is Arslan Senki. It's done by... Do they pronounce it Lydon or Leiden? I'm going to go with Lydon. Lydon Films.
Wow.
So, episode 1's due out in about 7 days, and it has quite a big synopsis. The manga's story, in the prosperous kingdom of Pars, lies the royal capital of Ekbatana, a city of splendor and wonder, ruled by the undefeated and fearsome king Andragoras.
Splendor is in, like, the sort of sugar substitute, or...?
No, maybe, I don't know.
A city of sugar substitution and wonder.
Do you reckon Arslan is a reference to Aslan?
No.
This is starting to sound a bit like
the
line the Witch.
Sugar substitution is all we need.
Yeah. So, Arslan is the young and curious prince of Pars, who, despite his best efforts, doesn't seem to have what it takes to be a proper king like his father. At the age of 14, Arslan goes to his first battle and loses everything as the blood-soaked mist of war gives way to scorching flames, bringing him to face the demise of his once glorious kingdom. However, it is Arslan's destiny to be a ruler, and despite the trials that face him, he must now embark on a journey to reclaim his fallen kingdom. Sounds a bit like it's Yona... Yona of the Dawn. That one show with the princess and 3 dragons. It kind of sounds like a similar setting to that. The whole kingdom's gone up to shit, and then she has to go on a journey to find all these dragon people to, like, kick some ass and win back her kingdom. Kind of sounds similar to that. because she didn't think she was fit to be a ruler.
I don't know what show you're talking about.
Okay, you've obviously never seen it before then.
Is it Cross Ange? Is that what you were talking about?
No, I know what Cross Ange is called. So, next one up is Baby Steps 2. Never seen it. And it's done by Studio Poirot. I think it's the correct pronunciation. Either way, it has no synopsis.
Studio Parrot.
It's not spelled
Studio
like
Parrot.
that,
Just go with it.
Studio Parrot. Tweet. All it says is season
Baby
2
Steps,
of
guys.
Baby Steps. If you've watched Baby Steps season 1, then you'll know what it's probably about. However, unfortunately, I do not. All I can go on is the fact it's a romance based in school, shonen, and it's something to do with sports. Anything to do with sports is pretty fucking
It's
irrelevant.
actually about tennis.
Yeah, I don't really...
Or maybe
like
it's about badminton.
I would tell you about Battle Spirits Burning Soul, which is the first episode's due out in 3 days.
Dude,
However,
fucking Battle Spirits is great.
There is nothing.
Dude, it's
I
so
have
good, though.
nothing.
Everyone
There
needs to
is
watch
squat.
Battle Spirits. That's
Okay,
a
go
lie, I
watch
don't
it.
know what Battle Spirits is at all.
All it says is kids.
Exactly, you
I'm
need
not
that
kidding.
in your life.
Please don't even go there. Next up is Denpa Kyoshi, done by A1 Pictures. It's the anime adaptation of the manga, which centers around Junichiro, a young man obsessed with manga. Oh, hello, Jordan. Anime and games. Oh, hello, Jordan and Damien.
Well,
Dave.
you see,
He was a young
the fact that you
genius.
said that after
Not
manga
hello,
is
Jordan.
false, because I don't actually read that much, I just own quite a bit.
Yeah, but you draw it, so technically you have to read it while you're doing
Do
it. So
I-
thus.
I don't actually.
Never mind.
I think you'll find that because it doesn't originate in Japan, it's not classified as a manga.
No, that's very true, so stop telling people you draw manga.
I say mangoes, actually.
Yeah.
I very
He was a
clearly
young-
specify mangoes. Just because it's like cool a bit. Do go on.
Yep, Stephen Hawking's back again.
Perfect. They can't tell,
There we go,
so
that's
who
back.
cares?
I know, but I just like to point out every time. He was a young genius who published papers in the journals Nature and Science when he was only 17.
Oh, hi,
After-
me!
Yeah, that's
It
definitely
just
not you,
ends
that.
there. I'm
After
waiting for the
graduating
next.
college,
Oh,
he
hi,
became
me.
a need.
Oh,
wish
hi,
you would
me.
be Quiet.
Boom. Practically me
Not-
right there.
NEET means not in education, employment, or training, which is Jordan. Absorbed in his anime blog, unable to watch Kagami throw away his life, his sister Suzune gets him to work at the Ichio Academy she attends. The head of the school board, Kiyomi Hiragai, assigns Kagami to his new life as a teacher. So that sounds kind of cool, because it also lists it as a comedy, school romance, harem. Pretty much fits every bill that I can find. So Dave Happy
Except
will watch that.
Etchy.
I can live with that. There's comedy, romance, and harem in the same sentence. It's fine. Up next is Diamond No Ace, second season. Never seen the first one. Sport related. Can you see a pattern?
Basket
Next
baseball.
Basket baseball. Yeah. they
Oh, dude, I would
use
so play
basketballs
basket
instead of
baseball.
baseball.
Let's
That'd
do
be
that.
funny.
Let's
Just
like
the
go to a basketball
would
court with just baseballs.
Fly off your face and hit you in the face.
Oh, let's super do that though. I'd be game.
So next up
Oh,
is
dude.
Toei Animation's Digimon Adventure Try.
I just looked at what's next and I'm just like, fucking, wow. Go on. Go on
Yep.
though. Because I know
The-
Joseph's hyped for this because he loves Digimon.
Yep, the Digimon Adventure 15th anniversary event announced that the characters of the first Digimon Adventure anime are returning next spring. The video shown at the end of the event described the main character Taichi as being 17 years old in high school with his Digimon partner Agumon. The sequel series will tell a new story for all the Digidestined. There is more, but I need to scroll down.
No, that's actually a
in-
really cool thing.
Yeah, Digidestined in the world. Now, once again, the adventure evolves. I kind of want to watch this because I liked the original, very first Digimon.
Dude,
so,
it's like I haven't seen the original because I never watched it when I was a kid because it was on Fox and my dad was like, "You're not allowed to watch Fox for whatever reason." So I watched like Cardcaptor Sakura and shit. But it's like I watched Tamers and I watched Fusion, which is the newest one. Fusion's sick as shit though. Fusion or Cross Wars as it's known in Japan.
mm-hmm.
But holy fuck, Fusion is like essentially Gurren Lagann and Digimon.
wow.
And I'm just like, yes. and then one of the Digimon is called, I think it was Dorumon, who just like has a drill tail. I'm like, yes.
I think you remember. You mentioned that to me a while back.
I probably did, but then there's a season 2 of it which I haven't watched because it's sub only. Even though like the latter half of Fusion is only in sub so far. I haven't checked if it's been like updated to have the dub yet because I'm not sure. It's been a while though. Because I've only seen that in Tamers, and how Tamers was described to me was Digimon crossed over with Evangelion. So I was like, wow. Oh, okay. Sure.
Like that.
Let's see how that worked out. And it was kind of accurate-ish. It's a bit more like, I guess, psychological as well. Because, like, it does kind of get to that.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I definitely see the connections. Because it's like, here is my tool. Here's my Digimon. Let's relate it to an Ava. We essentially become one or something. My Digimon just lost its shit, just like in Ava. Yep. Close enough. Totally. Yep. You heard it here. Third, Digimon Tamers is actually just Digimon X Ava. Yep. Anyway.
Moving on. Duel Masters VSR Ascension. It's the 11th in the Duel Master series, whatever the fuck that is.
Dude, you've never fucking... You're a piece of shit. No, because it's like the fact that it's the 11th, because I remember I had the game for it and like all the cards when I was like a wee lad. I didn't even know there was like an anime series. There might have been one when I was a lot younger, but 11? Just what? Yep, that is really fucking weird to me. Because I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even know there was like 1 or 2.
Yeah, for something to have this many series, I'd kind of expect even me to know of it. I mean, especially like...
Well, I mean, you less so, because I mean... Duel Masters was a thing, but it wasn't... It's like... I wouldn't even say the shitty version, because I actually kind of liked it. I guess it remind...
Well, it's actually, not shit. It can't be shit. It's got 11 fucking seasons.
Well, you say that, but Naruto...
Yeah... we can
always bounce back on the fact that a lot of long-running shonen shows are kind of shit.
Yep, this is very true. Next is... This is really going to fucking screw my tongue up. Dungeon ni Dai o Motoru.
Do you want me to?
No Machigataru Daruka. I'm hoping they make an English version of that name that's not so fucking retarded. A bit like Sister Testament, New Devil, something.
Except that's actually like the official like Japanese version of the English.
It's
by the Japan.
I know what you mean.
Which is why it's so messed up.
This one was done by JC Staff.
Wait, hold up though, real quick. The one after this, just like look at that thumbnail and just what?
Yeah, I know. I don't even want to. I don't even want to pronounce.
I don't want to. I'm curious.
I want to skip it.
No,
never
I'll
mind.
read it. I'll read it. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll read it.
No, I want to do that one.
Okay,
it's fucking weird.
It's like The Simpsons. This story takes place in the town of Labyrinths, Orario, also called Dungeon. Belle Crenal, or it's probably Crenal, knowing them, is a newbie adventurer that admires having a fateful meeting with a person of the opposite gender. So basically, Jordan, one day during an adventure, he is attacked by a Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Yeah. What's the bet they say Minotaur though in Japanese?
Tiny Minotaur.
Close to destruction, he is saved by a top-class female adventurer, Eyes Warrenstein. He falls in love with her at first sight and begins actions to become an adventurer that is on her level. He later encounters Hestia, a god called a Lolita god. Oh my days! Due to her stature, who falls in love with him? Why? Why not me?
Who falls in love with her?
Oh my days! Not cool. It's a comedy, fantasy, romance, action, adventure.
Also,
that one sounds quite good. That's piqued my interest.
It'll be Minotaur, not Minotaur. They don't say I, they say E.
This is true. Just to bring up World Break again. World Break. We are the savers.
Dude, I want you to watch the English dub of World Break just because. No real reason.
Oh my days.
Like, as well. Not saying replace everything, just because No, I want to fucking mention something with World Break because, you know the British guy?
Yep.
Fuck them! In the dub, they just made the most pompous ass British prick ever. And as much as I kind of hate them for it, I also kind of love it. Just because of how obscenely stereotypical he is. And just his accent as well. It's like, it's a love-hate relationship, you know.
You love to hate him. So, it's your turn.
Yeah, it is. Ekoku ike nihon o taberu by Fanworks, based on the book which follows both... Why did I say both? Well, follows Booth, like the doctor in my local area. His wife, Lee Sen, and... his wife, Listen.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 kids, Asinger. I want that to be Angster. Yes. And Emil, who is 4. On their 100-day trip to Japan, that explains why it has that really shitty art style. Try a wide variety of Japanese foods. Booth was inspired to make the trip by Shizo Tsuji's book, Japanese Cooking, a Simple Art. Is it really simple? I disagree entirely.
Rice.
Because it's literally an art form, and I don't believe that it would be simple, and that's really mean if you would say that. But hey, not going to watch terrible. It ever in my life.
No.
Unless you like...
It reminds me of the woman on the mum, just reminds me of
the woman on the mum.
Kim Possible.
I like how you were about to say Kim Impossible. I was like, no.
Because Kim Impossible went to Japan. No, not happening. Next, because that was terrible. Etatama. It's done by Shirogumi. Eto Desu. No. The manga's story revolves around Nyatan, the cat. Oh my god, there's kittens.
That name.
Nyatan.
It was just so dumb.
I know. The cat of Chinese astrology who wants to become a member of the
Who wants to be Chinese?
I'm
sorry to all of the Chinese listeners loss. Who might not be able to listen to it.
She tries various foolish ways to become a member. She meets Takeru Tendo, a high school student who lives alone in Akihabara, and becomes a freeloader at his house. Little by little, she gets closer to her goal. It looks like it's going to be a comedy, if I'm honest with you.
I wonder. I mean, no, it's actually going to be a horror?
Maybe not. It's only going to be 12 episodes long, and it's obviously from a manga, so I'm assuming it's probably popular enough to do that. Next up is Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works Season 2.
It's Season 2.
It is.
There we go.
It's obviously based off a video game. It's done by UFO Table. And it just carries on from the first season of Fate Stay Night.
Fun little tip about Fate Stay Night. I have never seen anything to do with Fate, but I'm probably going to watch this because one of my friends is doing like subtitles for one of them, like fan subs. And he was asking questions like, oh, should I do this? And I was like, yeah, and blah, blah, blah. And then I was just joking around, like, no, you should have everyone's name end in Tan. Just have all the... It was like, should I have honorifics? I'm like, yes. But have all the honorifics be only Tan.
Yeah, that's it.
And then he was like... Chan. And then I looked at the image that he sent, which was just a screenshot. I was like, look, just end every sentence with Desu. And then he was like, look, I'm going to do the real ones, and now I'll do some, like, fucking bullshit ones just for you. And I'm like, shit, now I'm going to have to watch it. So when he does that, if he does that, I'll watch Season 1. If he does the same for Season 2, I'll watch Season 2.
Good. Do it. So, next is Gintama. It's done by Sunrise. It's a new TV anime of Gintama that was announced apparently at Jump Festa in 2015. So, this year.
I would say last year. It's really weird with years, because like, oh, here a sports game 2015 and 14, but...
Yeah.
To be fair, it sounds weird, the fact that it was like announced like 3 months ago, at the very latest, probably.
Yeah. So, moving on, because this is probably going to take quite a while, so...
Well, for you at least, so...
Yeah. Grosai no Rakuen. This is one I've been waiting for. Because I watched the first Grosai, and I...
Just what I was waiting for!
Yep. This, because it's a trilogy...
Insert Lord
so
Janome.
basically, the Grosai no Rakuen visual novel continues the Grosai no Mekyu visual novel's main route and concludes the trilogy. It also includes a prologue following the 5 heroines as they arrive at Mahama Academy. So I kind of get to see how the characters from the original one sort of started off. I know their backgrounds from the first season, but like, you know, being able to follow them as they're going into the academy is like when they arrive is going to be pretty good. It's a drama, harem, romance, school, and normal. If you saw the first one, you'll love the second one. It looks to be really good. And I believe they are actually bringing out Grosaya no Meikyu this year as well. Possibly. I'm not 100%.
If they did, I would probably say winter.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be the winter one, not the summer one. Next is
Gunslinger
Stratos.
Wait a sec there before you do that.
What?
Winter technically carries on to next year, though.
That's true.
It's very late.
Which is really weird, yeah.
I mean, no, it makes sense because winter's like does genuinely like the actual season carry on through like February.
Yeah.
So, I want to read this one because Gunslinger Stratos, the animation. For those of you who don't know, I'm not sure if it's got like an actual physical release, but it's an arcade game in Japan, and like seeing people play it just looks so fucking sick. It's like, I'm pretty sure you have like twin pistols like on the actual machine, like dual wielding pistols, and you just fucking go nuts. It looks so sick. Look, there are a lot of games if I went to Japan I would play. In fact, that is probably like, if we still do that trip that we were all gonna do, Dave, like you, me, and Damien and Ben or whatever, then literally the majority of it's gonna be spent in arcades. I'm sure we can all agree with that, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I at least want to flip a table in a video game. I mean, fuck's sake. Anyway, it's by A1 Pictures in 2115. It's not 2015. It's like 100 years from now. Oh my, I'm totally gonna live for that.
Yeah.
The island nation once called Japan is now known as the 17th Far East Imperial City Management District. What a mouthful. I would love to live there.
I really wish the acronym for that was faggot, but it's not.
Fiacman.
Sounds like a terrorist.
Hello, my name is Fiacman. No, I can't remember. It sounds like you're saying it backwards, like Fiacman. But yeah, the citizens were promised a life of peace in exchange for some of the comfort they were used to having. People believed their lives would never change and tomorrow will be the same as today. No one suspected the impending doom which their society was about to face. Degradation, my bad. Degradation, a rare disease.
Is that where you like graduate high school and then you're shit at life? So
no, it means you degraduate. You graduate, obviously, and then, no, you're like in college or something, and then it's so like, nigga, you're doing so bad, like degraduation, and you have to go back a year.
Wow.
It's going back a year. No, it's going back a year, but you have to go back to the previous school. That's degraduation. Degradation, a rare disease which led to the total disintegration. I'm really bad with like dissing with D's. I'm bad with D, okay? I can't handle D as well as you, Dave.
You can't handle... So you admit to handling D.
I can't handle D. I'm not saying that I've tried, but I can't handle D. Like you can handle the D, Dave. Total disintegration of the human body to a mere pile of sand. With slowly spreading throughout the world. Toru Kazatsumi, an ordinary student, becomes embroiled in a multi-universal battle between his world and the parallel world of Frontier Stratos. In before Dave's all like, oh, you mean Infinite Frontier, Infinite Stratos, lol, Stratos in this case. This meant Toru, essentially just Thor. We'll call him Thor. We'll call him just the Norse god of Thor. Just to steal from Absolute Jar. Must fight himself from an alternate world. This already sounds really sick, and I'm going to watch it. Their futures collide as their paths cross. Will both worlds ever find peace?
Probably not.
Probably not. But it sounds so sick, plus the name.
Yeah.
Gunslinger Stratos.
Has Stratos in it. Has to be like Infinite Stratos.
Probably not at all, but sure.
No. So next is...
Hello! Literally the best, the most hype. You see, here's the thing, like, literally...
Kinero Mosaic. Yeah. Studio Gakumi.
Do you like English? Watch it.
It's the second
Do you like more English? Watch it.
Not seen the first season, so...
You're a real piece of shit, and you actually need to watch it.
This one I do want to watch, though. Hibiki Euthonium. It's done by Kyoto Animation. I kind of got into musical-related stuff from Love Live.
I want you to watch Symphogear, if that's the case.
What?
I want you to watch Symphogear.
I'm going to.
When is their next season? Because they have one. I don't think it's this season. No, I think it's next.
I believe it is this.
No, it's not. It's not this. I would know. I think it's next. I'll check while you read.
Yeah, it's next season, summer season release.
Sick.
Basically, the anime begins with Kumiko Ome, a girl. I think that's right. Ume might even be that Ume. A girl who was in the brass band club in junior high school visits her high school's brass band club as a first year. Kumiko's classmates Hazuki and Sapphire decide to join the club, but Kumiko sees her old classmate Rina there and hesitates. She remembers an incident she had with Rina at a brass band club contest in junior high school. This one time in band camp. That's all I can think of now. It's a slice of life one, and it's music based in a school setting, obviously. It kind of reminds me of... I've had a thing for musical animes, especially since Your Lie in April. Really touching. Love that show. So I'm kind of like checking out all of them now because they're, believe it or not, I kind of like slice of life stuff.
Believe it or not, I kind of like this thing that I'm pretty much known for liking. Yeah.
High School DxD Born, done by TNK's the third season's due out. I've not watched High School DxD yet.
You are a piece of shit.
It's an ecchi harem.
Oh,
and
it's so good. You see,
I don't want to like watch all of it now and be like, oh. And then I'm gonna wait until season 3 is about near finished, and then I've got like 3 seasons to watch.
Oh, it's so good though. It's like I hate everyone in the world, and this show is like the center of that like hatred, because it's like every other show. It's like, oh, fan service, lol, rip. But High School DxD is literally the forefront of that because it aired uncensored, and therefore everyone's like, lol, uncensored tits, the only thing it has. But no. It's got a genuinely fucking great story, and you're all pieces of shit because you're blinded by tits.
Yep.
Understandable to some, but stop being an elitist piece of shit who doesn't know what he's talking about.
Tits. That's what I'm talking about. Next up,
you see, you're part of the problem.
Wow.
I'm going to watch this for one reason and one reason alone, and at the same time, I'm not going to watch it for one reason and one reason alone.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. So, tits.
I'm actually not going to watch it. No, I was on about the next show because I thought you were actually going to move on.
Okay. I am. I try sometimes. Hokkaido. Yeah. No Pleiades. It's done by Gainax.
You see,
Gainax seems to be good.
Gainax used to be good.
Used to be.
Old Gainax over new Gainax. Have you seen new age Gainax though?
Not really.
I think it was like Magical Warfare was one of them. There was like shorts
that
and
was
stuff.
Good.
Was it? It looked okay, but it was nothing in comparison to shows like Gurren Lagann, which was, according to some people, the last really good one. And then Trigger happened, and I'm okay with the loss, because Trigger is ex-Gainax. Trigger is like new old Gainax, and that's why Trigger's cool.
Yep. Next up is Kaito Joker 2.
Did you ever watch season 1? You were planning to. I'm sure
this is a spin-off, I think. This is like a chibi, looks like a chibi spin-off, like from the artwork.
Well, it looks more deformed than chibi. I mean, jeez.
Well, yeah.
Learn.
I said similar, but just shut up. Okay, the artwork reminds me of Lucky Star. Be honest, it might remind you of Lucky Star.
I guess. I didn't really like Lucky Star that much. Now Damien hates me.
No, I know.
Damien loves
Maria loves Lucky Star.
No, Damien.
All I remember is...
I want her and Damien to just, like, fight over who likes it more.
Nippon!
Demode.
Desu.
No, just
So,
Timote.
Kakai Sensen, done by Bones.
I wonder if
A
Damien
breach
uses Timote had...
Jordan obviously doesn't.
No, I do wonder. Does he use Timote? Because Lucky Stars
Maybe.
like
Desu.
Timote product placement.
You know, it's really hard to read when.
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, kid.
This is probably the only time me and Jordan have difference of opinion, when he can't help it, and I want to kill him. Kakai Sensen, done by Bones. Is he can't resist?
I can't resist but to pronounce Japanese words better than you.
You know, everybody's going to complain because they're not going to understand the entire fucking description, because all they'll hear is you muttering in the background.
You see, you say that, but I don't think anyone's listening to the descriptions.
This is
or us in general. You see, you have to think very low.
Oh my god, am I going to have to start this sentence 10 times?
I want you to right now.
Now
that you say that, I really want to interrupt you.
I'm taking my headphones off so I can do this without actually listening. A breach between Earth and the Netherworlds has opened up over the city of New York, trapping New Yorkers and creatures from other dimensions in an impenetrable bubble. Sounds good. They've lived together for years in a world of crazy crime, sci-fi sensibilities. Now someone is threatening, that's better, to sever the bubble, and a group of stylish superhumans is working to keep it from happening. Headphones back on.
Question, how stylish?
I don't know. It does sound quite good, though. Apparently it's an action-adventure, fantasy, superpower, supernatural vampire.
Superpower, supernatural vampire. All of which could probably fall into the same category. Average score of 60, even though it hasn't aired yet.
It kind of sounds good. Like, you know, humans and some crazy bitch aliens.
I'm just going to, press play on this PV.
You know. And then you've got this is Ghost in the Shell related. It's another one of the Arise adaptions. Yeah, Kakaku Kido Tai. I kept going for Kidokai. Don't ask me why. Arise alternative architecture. It's production IG, a TV anime version of Ghost in the Shell Arise. The first 8 episodes are an edited version of the 4 movies, while the last 2 are new content. So it's only a 10-episode long one. Or you could just go and watch all the Arise movies and actually know what the fuck's going on, instead of just a broke-down version like when they did Lovely Bones from a book to a movie and balls deeped it in bullshit.
You see, you say that, but in theory, from a movie to an anime, you should actually have actual information in there because it's more.
Yes.
AKA the reason I don't get why they did a TV anime of Breakblade, which is literally 6 movies of pretty much length of a series.
Yeah.
So it essentially seems to me like it would just be a lower production value version of that.
Well, you know what they're like, unfortunately.
So I'm looking at the PV for the last one, and it does look kind of interesting. There are a lot of crosses. I'm feeling the religion right now.
Yeah. Yep.
It looks pretty funky.
Unfortunately, my favourite one's the last one on the list.
Rip.
Kyokai no Ren. Or Renee. It's done by Brainsbase. A bit of an odd name for a producing company. As a child, Sakura Mamiya mysteriously
Sorry, I have to.
Do you know what? Fuck you.
No, sorry.
Mysteriously disappeared in the woods behind her grandma's house. She returned whole and healthy, but since then she has had the power to see ghosts. Now a teenager, she just wishes the ghosts would leave her alone. At school, the desk next to Sakura has always been empty since the start of the school year. Then one day, her always absent classmate, Rene Rikodu, shows up, and he's far more than what he seems. This looks similar to Bleach, just not as shit.
Wow.
Lupin 3.
Lupin the Third.
Yeah, I don't care.
James would be all like, "Oh, you're right, fag, you called a Lupin 3, what a loser."
Yeah.
Oh, Brainspace apparently did Bakuno. So, you know, a show that's apparently... Spice and Wolf 2, Durarara, holy shit, they did Penguin Drum. Huh. They did good shows. My Little Monster, Amnesia, Snafu.
So there's
Blood Lad, Defrag,
Hawaii
Complex, 1 Week Friends, Kyokai no Rine.
Okay. Is it me? Or does the guy out of that, Renee, or Rakudo, look like someone out of that Fate show that we watch?
Oh,
you're shit. The other one, Lupin the Third, apparently looks quite similar to like Ghibli Studios kind of like art style.
I wouldn't know.
Some of the later ones. I kind of always associate that like style with like Ghibli. The story of the new series will take place in Italy and San Marino. No idea what it's about. James will fill us in, but he's a faggot and never comes on the podcast. Maho Shoujo.
To be fair, we've never asked him apart from once.
Vivid.
Hey, it's more lyrical Nanoha. We don't need to go into it.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of Nanoha. So
there is. This, just for everybody though, the manga takes place 4 years after the JS incident in Magical Girl. Lyrical Nanoha Striker S and stars Vivian.
Strikers!
Yeah. A fourth-year elementary student at St. Hill Academy of Magic. Vivio has learned to conjure her adult form and has received her own device named Sacred Heart.
So is it a magical girl show where they turn into a woman?
Yes.
Holy
it means
shit.
I can have a lolly that grows up. Brilliant.
Oh no, a lolly that ages. Holy shit! That's like against the law, right? Having a child that grows.
Lollies never grow. It's a fact. Mikagura Gakuen Kumikyoku.
Mikagura Gakue Kumikyoku.
See, doing it in a Japanese accent does not make it.
It actually does.
No, it doesn't.
It's just because I'm bad at reading.
Yeah.
It works. Just not me.
No, it's not. It's done by Kobo. I wanted to say Dog Akobo. That'll do. The story of the original light novels and manga revolves around high school girl Aruna Ichinomiya, who enters the Mikagura Academy dreaming of a boarding school life filled with beauty. However, Aruna finds out that in the culture clubs there is a rule that battles that are thought with special powers decide a club's representative's treatment. Through various circumstances, Aruna becomes... Scroll down.
Maguka.
Yep.
Aruna becomes Maguka.
Becomes a representative of a club and is thrown into the fray. So it kind of sounds like a high school magical club battle scenario. So it's like Love Live meets...
It sounds like a magical battle thing in school, like Love Live.
It's magical battle in school.
Magical school battles.
At all. I was just trying to
when I think of Love
find
Live.
the most random things ever. The most obscure shows to chuck in there.
I'm gonna say
they've actually got two production. They've got 2 productions out. It's the other one will be up in a second. Next up is Nagato Yuki-chan no Shushitsu. It's done by Satellite. It's a romance school slice of life one. Which one did Satellite do as well? There was a couple from the last one that I really liked. I forgot.
Last one what?
Hang on, I need to
pull
up Satellite.
They did Log Horizon Season 1.
They did the Macross series.
They had Symphogear. Are doing Symphogear.
Fairy Tail.
Bodacious Space Pirates.
Yep, there you go. Fairy Tail on AKB48. They done Love Alternative as well. That was an amazing show. They also do Log Horizon.
I literally fucking just said. That's literally the first thing I said. Fuck you.
Wow. Did not even know that. They did Persona 2, the opening animation for it.
Oh, okay. No one talks about anything prior to 3, except people who want to feel like they're special.
Yeah, like you.
No,
Next
I don't.
up.
Fuck that. I don't care about 2.
Anyway, so going on with the synopsis for this one. This spin-off of
Do you want me to do it? Because I actually know the show.
Haruhi Suzumiya series takes
I
place in the world of the disappearance arc of the original
Shut up,
novels.
I want to fucking do this because I understand.
No,
I understand
Haruhi.
Haruhi law. Fuck you. I can actually do an actual explanation. What? Okay, don't read it then. Just do it.
Go on.
Basically, if you've seen the movie The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, it is essentially what would happen. It's a what-if situation to that of if Kyon did not leave that sort of story-timeline. And if he stayed with the Nagto that wasn't a shy motherfucking piece of shit, heartless, cold bitch. And the one where she actually has emotions. And where Haruhi has long hair and is in a different school. Also, Haruhi looks weird. Fuck you, Satellite. You fucked it up. You fucked it up, Satellite. Everyone's gonna hate you now.
Version of
I'm
Haruhi.
sorry, Satellite, that you've been tasked with this, because now the world's gonna hate you. Because everyone wants more Haruhi. Manga's actually finished, by the way.
Huh.
And I've almost got all of it, which is weird to me. I was like, I have like up to 18.
So next up, also, is that one show.
Nizukoi, Season 2.
Yes. Can't wait for this one. How about you?
Yes. I have the OVA for it, and I watched it without the subtitles, because it didn't have subtitles on the disc, obviously. I pieced together, fuck all.
Yep.
And then I downloaded it with subtitles. So no one can complain, because I own it, so fuck you. I can be all like, but I supported the official release.
Next up is the...
Show the note. Look at his face.
Yeah,
Dem lips.
Dem lips,
Lips
bro.
OP.
It's another one in the Monogatari series.
I don't want to believe that in any way whatsoever, but go on.
Yep.
That looks nothing fucking like it.
I know.
Are you sure? Because there are things like Katana Gatari, which aren't... Yeah. Even though...
I think it is still part of the Monogatari series.
Does it say that it is? Because usually they would be like, yes, part of a continuation of the Monogatari series.
Source is Viz Media by the looks of it, and it's done by Madhouse,
Fucking
who
Viz Media.
I think also have done all the other ones, possibly. They've done, actually, saying that, they have done lots.
Oh yeah, Madhouse do a lot, dude.
They have done, no, not even a lot, they've done shitloads.
You say that, but again, in comparison to how many animus exist in the world.
Yeah, I know, but like, these guys have done like...
Batum, No Game, No Life, they're at Magical High School. They had Death Note, Slam Watch Out, Magical Warfare, I guess they did like...
Okay, it might not be part of the Monogatari series.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
Oh no, okay, I was just thinking of the wrong thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't Magical Warfare, it was something else.
Magical Affair. Either way, I'm not really interested in that show.
Lovecraft.
This one, however, looks quite good. Owari no Seraph. It's done by Witch Studio. The story takes place in a world where an unknown virus has killed the entire human population except for children. Those children were then enslaved by vampires. The manga centers on Yuichiro Hayakuya, a human who dreams of becoming strong enough to...
Oh no! I saw a PV for this one. Yeah, no, this actually is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a shonen supernatural vampire drama.
See, I'm not a fan of vampires, but actually it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I kind of like to dance to the vampire bun though, so I'm a bit of a sucker for anime vamps. But never mind. This is the next one up, done by Dog Akobo, sorry. That one producing company that I mentioned just a minute ago. It's called Plastic Memories. The story takes place in a future not too far away when androids that look exactly like humans begin to spread across the world. The android production company SA Corp produced Giftia, a new kind of android that has the most amount of emotion and human-like qualities out of any other model ever seen.
Never call an android that. That's a terrible name.
I know. However, due to problems in technology, the androids have a service life, and once they pass that, it gets pretty bad.
Wow.
That's exactly what it is.
I know. Just like, wait, what, Dave? Oh, what? Wow.
Yeah. So, SA Corp creates a terminal service in order to retrieve Giftia that have gone past their service life. A new employee at the terminal service named Tsukasa Mizugaki forms a team with the Giftia Isla to retrieve the other androids, but...
Is it... Part of me was going to make a connection with Chobits.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, and it looks like he's going to fall in love with her, and she's going to fall in love with him. But obviously, she's got a service life as well, and similar to not similar to Chobits in the way that if he tries to screw her, she dies.
Right. One thing I want to bring up before we move on to the next one, though, with Seraph, the reason I remember seeing it is because I can't remember their little derogative that they use to do things, but it's coming out over here because Anime Limited's got a whole license.
Cool.
So it's being released streaming on whatever their thing was. I can't even remember what it was called because I never use it personally. Because they use tokens to view it, and I'm like, that's really dumb.
So you buy tokens and then use a token to watch a show?
I think so, something like that. It was weird. I can't remember it. It wasn't a subscription from what I remember.
I'd rather just pay £9.
Yeah, I'd rather pay. Well, I mean, I'd rather pay like a subscription thing and watch whatever the fuck they have, really. But
yeah. So next lineup is next lineup.
Next punch lineup. It's a shame we didn't do it before.
I know.
Can we just like do that one and then go backward just so as it makes sense?
Yeah. So Mappa, the series follows Yuta Iratatsu, whose spirit has been separated from his body.
It's called Punchline, by the way. It's not called Mappa.
Yeah.
Because you just sort of said Mappa, the series, and I was like,
That's because you.
I know, but it's like you have to sort of emphasize that fact a little.
Wow. Okay. This line just makes me chuckle. Pre-Para 2, this is the one that I had to skip because I was reading Punchline when I said lineup.
So good.
It's done by Tatsunoko Productions. It's season 2 of Pre-Para. The story continues with Lala and her friends Mirai and Sophie, who are part of Salami Smile.
Salami Smile. There's a little heart in there too.
Wow. All I can think of is just.
Are we just gonna watch this solely because Salami Smile?
Yeah.
Is it like, when you got those little white...
Like a cute Japanese voice and just says...
Salami's like marbled with like little white bits. Is it like if it just is really condensed and makes a smiley face? Yeah. Is that what it is? They were one day making a sandwich. Just came...
You know when you toast bread and you see Jesus' face, they got a Subway BMT with salami in it and it smiled at them.
No.
That was it.
But
moving on
really
from Pre-Para, because whatever. Recan, done by Studio Parrot.
Dude, like,
it's not Parrot,
real quick, Punchline, like animated, and like animation-wise, actually looks pretty cool.
All right, I may go and have a look at some of the OVAs if there's some out.
Well, no, I mean I'm looking at the PV that's on the page.
Yeah. I'll have
a little
look
Redline-ish, but I haven't seen Redline.
I'll have a look. I can't really comment because I can't see it. It's too small and I need the page open and I'm on anyway. Studio Parrot, an anime adaptation of the manga Recan, has been announced. The manga centers around Hibiki Amami, a girl who can see ghosts and other supernatural phenomena in her surroundings. The stories follow her daily life with both her friends and the otherworldly. So it's kind of similar to that show that was a little bit further up, I think. Nothing really poking out from that makes it like, ooh. It's just... Dude,
no, this looks really fucking sick. Okay, I'm gonna watch Punchline now because holy fuck, that actually looks really cool.
Yeah, I'll go.
There's even a talking cat.
I'll have a look at. Don't ruin it for me. I'm gonna go watch it after we finish.
Okay, I want to just say one thing. It looks like old school Gainax C. I'm not gonna say like it is because obviously it's not. But
right, leave it at that then. Leave it at that.
I will.
At that.
Well, okay. When we're done with this, you go watch it and we'll talk about it then. But yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I was gonna say no. Don't fucking do it.
No, I want to read the Soma one.
Wait. Leave it till the end.
No, I mean I want to read the one that's coming up.
Oh, what? Shogaki or Geki?
Shokugeki no Soma. Because holy shit, this is one that I'm actually really hyped for. Because look, I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna tell you all about just why I want this show like now.
Yeah.
Inside of me. The anime adaptation of Shokugeki no Soma manga that centers on Soma, who works with his father at his early restaurant. Don't know why I sounded French there. His dad is a culinary master, and he often hosts cooking battles with his father. His dad is a culinary master, and he, implying in reference to his father, bows with his father. I'm not sure if that's what it means, but fuck you. His father then enrolls him into an elite culinary school that is very difficult to enter, and the graduation rate is only about 10%. I don't care about any of that. Okay, have you seen the Kumino Riddle?
No.
Okay, there's a chick called Neo in there. I haven't seen it either, but I know because, like, she's best girl and I have the poster. She has this, like, really sort of, like, a shark teeth mouth at some points. Kind of spoilers, I guess, but, like, she'll cue an innocent and then she just, like, flips and it's just, like, shark teeth mouth, the really devious eyes. And it just, like, there's this really fat guy, and in one of the scenes in the PV, it's just, like, chubby-ass motherfucker, and then his eyes just, like, in shadow, and his eyes, like, glow red, and he just has shark teeth. I'm like, that is so fucking... But here's the thing. Just orgasmic food all day, every day. It's like they will cook up food, and then people will eat it, and they will literally have orgasms.
Wow.
I want this show right now. I want whatever they're having. It's a comedy ecchi school shonen. I don't know why there's no mention of food, but I guess food isn't a genre. But music can be, because just despite people who are in culinary school.
This is true.
Culinary things, that's a profession. Why the fuck should music be... Well, music is a genre in general, but fuck you. Romance.
Yeah. It's not romance.
Mecha. That's like...
Mecha romance.
Mecha romance.
Yeah.
Literally just two giant mechs just fucking all day.
Yeah, it's like Gurren Lagann and Gundam have love babies.
No, that'd be the worst. No one wants Gundam. No one wants your fucking treacherous colonizing pricks. Sorry,
Yeah, Gurren Lagann and Gundam had a baby. It was called Macross.
Ew, gross. Like, I've been watching a lot of the two best friends, Mecha Week, which I've been doing, like, the past 2 weeks. It was, like, Mecha Week last week. It was like, oh, dude, that was awesome. And this week was Mecha Week 2. It was like, oh, it's so sick. And I'm just like, oh. Invokes the memories of when I used to play Armored Core and fucking Zone of the Enders.
And be shit.
Go play Zone of the Enders, faggots.
No. So, we've only got 6 more shows to go. So let's wrap this up, because we are getting on in time. Show by Rock, done by Bones. Metropolis of Music... fuck. Start again.
Midi City.
I know. Don't break it. Don't break it.
Break.
Metropolis of Music, Midi City. That's a terrible name for a city, and it's probably the fucking
dude. It's the best name for a city.
Kitty girl wearing a gothic Lolita clothing named Cyan is scouted by Maple Arasugawa, the president of a music agency. From there, she meets Choo Choo, a pun off of the sound that rabbits make. No, that's...
Rabbits don't make sounds.
Rabbits don't make sounds. They go... Trains go choo-choo. The honest student rabbit girl, a net geek dog girl named Rhetori from Retriever, and an alien sheep girl named Moa. Together they form the band Plasmagica and aim for the top of the world. Okay, that just sounds weird. I'm not going to talk about that. Sidonia no Kishi, basically Knights of Sidonia, and I believe, second season. Polygon Pictures, you'll find it on Netflix, because I believe it's a Netflix original, as in Netflix own it.
As in produced it? Or...
I think they own it, because Netflix originals are usually either not produced by them, but they're scripted, I think, by them.
Huh.
But it seems to, well, if Netflix own it, of course there's going to be a fucking second season, because they're paying for it. It's kind of hard when, like, you've got all that money. Hey?
No, I'm looking at what Polygon's done. Oh, okay, they did, like, more games than animes.
Yeah. So
Street Fighter X Tekken.
But, hey, never mind. Next is Triage X. It's done by Zebek.
Triage X, actually. Triage X, and it's by the same... The manga's by the same author who did High School of the Dead.
Oh, okay, cool. So that kind of makes sense from the...
Fun fact, High School of the Dead been on hiatus for fuck knows how long. Triage X has overtaken it in volumes.
Wow.
Fuck you.
I know, talk about...
Fuck you. I'm just waiting for the part where this one goes on hiatus and then it starts something else and then it gets an anime adaptation.
Yep,
I just want it to
they
be
do good shows,
cycle.
Except for the fact that they just don't bother finishing.
You say good shows, but it's like a manga, and as far as I'm aware, there's only been one.
Well, yeah.
But hey ho. Details, right? Fuck them.
Irrelevancy. So,
it's about police and shit.
Oh my days.
Hey man, you're the one.
Every time I try and don't interrupt me while I'm trying to start a sentence, because otherwise I will pee on your cup with chickens. Do it. Give me the D.
Give me the D. Day
While
of
Jordan's
2015.
in stunned shock. Mochizuki General Hospital boasts some of the most well-trained and well-endowed nurses in town, but though these ladies spend much of their day battling disease, their after hours are spent fighting a very different sort of sickness. Under the leadership of the hospital chairman, a handful of staff members and local teenagers form a group of mercenary assassins targeting the cancers of society and excising those individuals before their wickedness spreads. So basically, they save people during the day and then they go around murdering people at night. It's like Psychopaths, except for they don't have a system that tells them if they're bad people.
Except it's not like Psychopaths at all, because Psychopaths doesn't have a thing where they're totally disguised as other people in the day and night.
No, I know.
Psychopaths are just
That aspect.
Not really.
That aspect.
No.
Just going to keep saying that until it's true.
It's wrong.
Next, you've got Uto no Prince Sama, Magi Love Revolutions, A1 Pictures, again, third season of Uto no Prince Sama. So third season of that, not really new. If you haven't seen the first two seasons, then neither have I. Yohari Uri no Seishun love comedy wa Machigata Ruzoku, done by Feel. Dem Feels, bro. It's the second season of what that name I just said. That is probably partially wrong.
People just call it Snafu.
Yeah. Snafu then. Comedy romance, school based. Not seen it.
It's actually a really good show. You should totally watch it.
I will watch it, but this is the one I've been wanting to get to because everything else.
And we're done there. Thanks.
Prison Ilya.
Just
done by Lydon Films.
I'm just going to interrupt you as much as
Jordan
possible. I'm
going to mute you.
Yep, I know you
just
are.
going to take my headset.
You're just
going to
mute me,
off again.
and no one will be able to know.
Headset's off.
Wait!
Jordan's a faggot, and he knows I like this show. So, the Japanese
like the
name is
manga.
Yamada-kun to Nananin no Majo. Basically, Yamada-kun and Seven Witches. It's a manga that I've been following that has been on the Crunchyroll premium users list for ages. And it is amazing, and literally I just keep breaking through the mangas.
Just like your voice broke right there.
As soon as they come out, I'll read it done. I'm like, ugh, gotta wait a couple of weeks now. Or a week, depends. Basically, Ryu Yamada, or Yamada-kun, as he is known, is a second-year student at Suzuka High. Ryu is always late for school, naps in class, and gets abysmal grades. Basically, he's a near-on dropout. He doesn't do anything. He's a general ass, apparently, and he just goes around like picking on people, etc., etc. His life is a dead bore. The beautiful Urara Shirashi, on the other hand, is Suzuka High's brightest student. One day, without explanation, their bodies are swapped. Ryu ends up in Urara's body, and Urara ends up in Ryu's. I think that's pretty much the thing of their synopsis. It is. It's a terrible synopsis. That's not exactly what happens. They kind of like start forming a witches thing, and there's a big... I'm not even going to ruin it for people.
I was going to say,
spoilers.
You shouldn't do that.
It's an amazing manga. I mean, seriously. Jordan's probably spoken through the entirety of that, but never mind.
No, I just spoke when you said break, your voice broke. I was like, you mean just like when your voice broke there, lol.
I had my headset on.
I know.
So, yeah, it's... the manga's amazing.
Okay.
Like, the manga is awesome. You need to watch it.
Yes, you need to watch the manga. Just buy it, stare at it for a while. Done.
No, yeah, you can do that too. But seriously, buy the manga. Watch this series. Buy it when it comes out on DVD. Support them, because I've been wishing for this to come out for ages.
Hey Dave, if it comes out, will you buy it for me for my birthday so as you can support them even more?
No.
Wow, you really don't care about this show, do you at all? Nope. You won't even buy two copies.
I will buy it for myself and only me. This is the one. This is that one show where I'm invoking the weeb law.
You see, I don't ever think you have any right to do that, considering you're the one who breaks it all the time.
I don't think we can do the weeb law on shows.
You see, I do really easily. It's just you're the piece of shit who can't.
No, I'm saying I don't think we ever could have that applied to shows because otherwise
I do.
Watch it.
It's just you're a piece of shit who would never follow through with it.
No, because I will watch. If somebody tells me not to watch something, I'll
Oh
watch
no,
it
I'm not saying not to watch it. That's not the fucking weeb law, Ming. The weeb law is not to buy things from the show.
Well, apart from Infinite Stratos, we're allowed to buy anything.
Well, no, that's not a part of the weeb law because, like for example, if I said weeb law and Twin Towers be invoked, it means like, hey, you're not allowed the figures or the merch or anything. If you said weeb law and this, means I'm not allowed the figures or the merch or anything. However, an exception should be made in terms of actual media, such as like opening CDs and Blu-rays. Because unless you're really gonna say, yo, don't fucking support this, I really don't want you to, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
In terms of merch, though, because it's not...
Direct purchases
yeah.
that will affect the company are non-weeb law applicable.
Yeah, essentially.
We're actually going to have to write this up.
Oh no, you don't have to, as long as you're just not a total piece of shit about it.
No, I'm going to, so other people can not follow it like I do.
Well, what a piece of shit.
So, just a quick rundown as well.
Also, the show of the literal waifu is in here, but it's a short, so it's under a different category. We won't go through shorts, because really none of them...
No, I am going to do the movies quickly. Literally no descriptions, just a literally quick rundown. Okay, so you got Anatawa Zuto Ashitaru.
Ashit.
Yeah, Ashitaru. You got Code Geass. Which is the third episode of Cold Geass.
Well, it's
Cold Geass.
Cold Geass coming soon to a theater near you.
You have Dragon Ball Z movie 15 for Katsuno F. It looks like Frieza is back.
It is.
So
it's like Frieza in a new form. Everyone's favourite villain from the Dragon Ball
They've
series.
obviously run out of things to call them. You also have the Durara extra episode. So I think it's going to be similar to... It's either going to be an actual extra episode or it's going to be like SAO extra. Next you have Kyokai no Kanata movie I'll Be Here Mirai Hen. That's the second part of a two-part movie, apparently, so fair enough. Then you have Love Live, the school idol movie. Wow. It's going to happen for me. Gonna pants. You have Mushishi Suzo no Shizuku. That's a movie, apparently. It's basically
No, I just want you to move on.
What?
Just move on.
I know, I haven't watched it either.
No, I want you to move on. Just do it.
Yeah. I know, I've already seen it.
Just do it.
I know. So it's the new Initial
D movie.
Legend 2 Dakosu. Apparently it's the second movie in the D trilogy, so 3Ds.
The new Initial D. Not D. It's not like the second D, it's not the third D, it's the initial D.
Yeah. So I have my first initial is D. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel superior to you in every single way.
No.
Just to spite you. That's all.
You have Persona 3 the movie.
3.
It's falling down. I know, it's the third movie of the third.
Announced in the post-credit sequence of Persona 3 the movie number 2.
Yep.
Well,
so that just to get
I need to watch those, confused. To be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of interesting, because Persona 4 had the animation, and then it had the golden animation, which is like New Game Plus Persona 4 10 out of 10 best animation of a video game.
Yeah.
He's not good to shrunk.
Next is sorry, I was actually breathing out because I was.
Oh, I thought that you were just like.
No, I was actually just like, so tired. Sarusaberi is also due out. Shingeki no Kyojin Kohan Jiu no Tsubasa, done by which studios? Apparently, it's a recompilation of the anime series.
Really?
Yeah, apparently so.
Fuck you.
And then you have Strike Witch's Operation Victory Arrow.
Yes.
It's apparently this operation's set in the period between the end of Operation Mars in the second television series and the 2012 Strike Witches movie. It's got 3 30-minute short stories depicting the lives of the members who return to their respective homes. So, yeah. Then you have Tamayura, Sotsugo, Shashin, Part 1, Mikazashi. The story of the first film of 4 is set in the spring, when Fukaru, Nori, and Moen get promoted to the third high, blah blah blah, bollocks. Slice of life comedy, apparently. OVAs and specials.
Well, we'll just go through ones we give a shit about, really, I guess.
Yep, Angel Beats specials.
Yep. Fate Collide.
Fate Collide.
Steal Your Thunder!
Fuck you, you didn't do that.
I did. Oh,
Magi.
Grosino
make like you, yeah.
Cool.
Don't like that one. Sinbad, no, nobody cares about Sinbad.
Dude, Magi's pretty cool.
Okami Shoujo. So, The Black Prince. Similar one. Saint Seiya, tried watching that, was shit. Shigatsu no Wakimi no Uso, or Uso, is basically Your Lie in April, OVA, bundled with the 11th.
I like how he said just names and you're going into details.
Manga volume. I know. Shirabaku specials.
Dude, Shirabaku's like pretty cool.
Oh my god. There is actually Gargantia related shit. Wow. Okay. That's cool. This one I'm actually going to go in a little tiny weeny little bit. Susai no Gargantia Meguro Kuru, basically like one of the coolest films I've ever watched, is apparently says an announcement made at Anime Japan 2014 reveals that a new 2-episode OVA for Susai no Gargantia will be released, with the first episode coming fall 2014. The screening event for the first OVA has been announced as well. It looks like they may, with this, continue the movie. I hope they bring a second one out, because that would be really cool. Because it can't just end where it did. You know, he has to have babies with Amy, and they have to be superhuman and shit. Apparently, then you have super short comics, which are so super short there's no synopsis because they're super short. And then you've got the OVA for Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. The irony of it being is they changed the name.
Well, episode 2 comes out later on.
Yeah, so... And it's the same description. And that is that.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to all that bullshit.
And now you get to go and we'll get to synchronize and watch Punchline.
This is true.
While we do it.
Punchline. Have you just sent me the link?
Yeah. Just click the video on the bottom and we'll do a little countdown to when to click play. So as we're both watching it. And give commentary. Those of you who want to join in at home, there will not be a link in the video description because we're lazy as fuck.
Yep. But please Google Punchline and punch yourself in the face while you're watching it.
Yep.
So, 1 on 3, yeah?
I usually go 3, 2, 1, go, but...
Okay, so on go, press play, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. This is where Jordan's internet sucks.
Nah, it's fine, mine's going. And you look at that motorcycle.
That motorcycle was good.
You got the otaku piece of shit. Fuck that mirror. What would you do if someone ran into your...
I can't hear a word you're saying at the moment because I've got...
Because you're actually listening to it, unlike me.
Yeah.
Look at that cat.
Wow, super cat. It's a cat with ghost tail.
You know what? It actually reminds me a little bit of Fooly Cooly.
This is
because
like
that chick has the pink hair, the motorcycle, the goggles. That's a really shitty relation and all that.
What the hell is going on?
Fan service. Nosebleeds. Supernatural cat. He's a ghost. I'm explaining this to you and the viewer, who's probably tuned out by now. Just look at how fucking rad it looks, though.
This is looking quality.
The animation when he got knocked the fuck out, though.
By a straw.
Yep. And now you see the Gainax-esqueness in the pie.
Yeah.
It does look, like I said, it does look really, well animated.
It does look like, it literally looks cracking like Gurren Lagann as well, especially like one of the characters looks like Nia.
It does look very Gurren Lagann-esque, actually. Yeah. Like, if it was a bit more updated and had a bit... I guess even somewhat very slightly Nisekoi-esque in terms of, the colouring
Yeah.
How the lines are coloured more so after the actual colour.
Definitely the hair. No, kill the kill.
I guess that works. Which is awesome, because more studios should do that, because it's great. And that's Punchline! So, boom. I'm actually really glad that we, emphasize this as much. Guess when it starts?
When?
My birthday. Hint. Just hints everywhere, though. My fucking...
Not happening.
No, it's awesome, though, because it's things start on my birthday, and that makes me happy. That my birthday now has meaning, because I will share my birthday with the birth of Animus. Yep.
Yeah.
Because I need to feel special by making really long-winded connections and things. But yeah, that was that. And we should probably really wrap up. Not really much time to talk about this shit. Because about 1:45, I guess. So wrapping up here would be good.
Mm-hmm. Wrapping up. What?
Wrap it up like a gift.
Like a cake gift.
You see, all these birthday themed things that we're saying is actually really funny because none of it's intentional. Unless you intended it to be. Which I don't think you do because you're too shit. Let's be real, Dave. Too shit. But yeah, I'm Jordan, or I have been Jordan, and I still will continue to be. Don't know why people say that. I've been blank from blankety blank, and I will continue to be, though, so I don't know why I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's Dave. He's a faggot, I guess. Because he's
Dave
not actually...
is not a faggot.
Well, you're enough faggot to not say a damn word.
I'm sorry, I was reading something really concerning on Facebook about anime stuff.
Wow.
Related, I will share it to you.
Wow.
Trust me.
Wow.
Look, just
wow.
Have faith. Just have faith.
I'm waiting, I guess.
Read the first kind of post and then...
you really could have just...
it's really misleading, or at least I fucking hope it is.
Well, not like I even care about going on. Rico promised me never to say that ever again. But it's true, isn't it? No more. I'm gonna keep taking videos. What? You're still trying to do that? Well, if I can. I'm still in primary school, but you made me wear this middle school uniform. I haven't even bought one yet. I just had to see what you looked like. In a school uniform. You freak. Fine. Jeez. In that case, will you buy me what I want in return? What? I've already spent all of my money on you. How do you plan to go on like this? Very good. Ugh, come on, Daddy. It's just so embarrassing. Does this have to be on film? Say what? You made me promise. Do you have any idea how expensive this camera was? And the tripod? But this is my first time being filmed. I can't stick around forever. Let's just wrap up.
I just read that and it was proper adorable. Actually go and read all of it later, but it's really, really quite cute.
Oh, how long is it?
It's not long. It literally just took me 2 minutes to read. But yes, that is us for this week. Next week we going through all the last season shows that we either enjoyed, thought were shit, didn't finish because they're so terrible that my penis couldn't stay awake long enough.
For those of you who don't know, Dave actually has really poor endurance.
I have amazing endurance. Just, I have too much stuff going on at the moment. So much work, man. Hey, look on the bright side. When I record from America, I'll be recording. I'm going to convince Maria to come on with me as well.
Oh, you're actually recording? Because I thought I was having to get James to replace you.
No.
Because
I think
you
that'll
did
still
say
be cool to do it. It'll just be odd time because obviously I'll be 5 hours behind you.
you say odd time, but you also forget that I literally
Wow.
work with like people in Arizona who are
This
7
is
hours,
true.
and I talk to someone in Ohio. So fuck you.
This is true. So I think we'll be fine though. It's cool.
I'll be fine. I can replace you easily.
Wow. I can replace you.
We can. Everyone is expendable is the lesson today, folks. Thanks for listening.
Yep.
All the
Goodbye,
usual
this was
bullshit.
episode 13.
It would be funny if it wasn't.
I know. It'll just mean that we were unlucky. Technically, maybe.
We're unlucky. Not because it's episode 13, but because we thought it was episode 13. And we were wrong.
If we want to be really picky about it, episode... I can't remember what episode died. 11, I think it was, or 10. So
Yeah,
technically we can get away
was
with this
10.
being 12.
Elusive number 10.
It's a false pretense, but
No.
it'll work.
You're
But yes,
you're
thank
a
you for
false
listening,
pretense.
or not listening, one of the two. Go forth and watch all the stuff we have just spoken about in the next month or two.
Sure.
Go watch Absolute Duo and Parasite.
Go watch
and get
Absolute
sleep so
Duo,
we don't yawn
Dave.
as much like me.
Lol.
Yeah, I know.
That's the joke.
Goodbye, guys. I was Dave. Now, I don't know who I am.
Now and forever, Dave coming to a cinema near you. Except he's not.
He's not. He's going to be sat at the back, dead.
Yep. Dead. I killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Rip Dave. Not in peace. In piss.